The title of this lesson is MakeCode After the Agent Trials and is designed for middle school students. After students have successfully completed the agent trials, they'll be ready to explore the possibilities offered in Microsoft MakeCode on their own. The driving question in this lesson is, how can we enhance gameplay in Minecraft by using code and computational thinking? Microsoft MakeCode is a coding platform for beginners that teaches concepts common to many modern programming languages, such as JavaScript. The MakeCode interface for Minecraft teaches these concepts as well as computational thinking by using features such as commands, functions, loops, repeats, variables, and more. The pedagogical theory underlying this lesson is constructivism. The instructor will act primarily as a facilitator, limiting direct instruction, but providing interventions when necessary. So learners in this course will construct knowledge through active participation and experience, exploring the MakeCode and Minecraft interfaces in an open-ended fashion. As a challenge in this lesson, the students will be asked to identify 5 ways they could potentially enhance Minecraft gameplay. And after sharing these ideas with their instructor and with their peers, they will then be free to bring their ideas to fruition by exploring the MakeCode interface. So at the completion of this lesson, students will be able to 1. Use the MakeCode interface to build and enhance gameplay in Minecraft. 2. Organize commands into logical sequences. 3. Test coding sequences for optimal functionality. And 4. Create coded shortcuts and cheats for Minecraft using MakeCode. So what I'm going to do next is give a brief demonstration on how the MakeCode interface works with Minecraft. So to begin, learners will need to log into their Minecraft Education Edition accounts and open Minecraft Education Edition. So to do that, we'll hit play, and then we'll need to create a new world. So I'm going to create a new one now, and I can call this world anything I want. So I'll call it test, and I'm just going to leave everything as is, keep it simple, and hit create. It'll take a minute for the world to load, but once I'm in world, I can connect Minecraft Education Edition to Microsoft MakeCode. So here I am, I'm in the world, and it's a little glitchy. The world still needs to load, but while that's happening, I'm going to connect this to Microsoft MakeCode. So to do that, you'll need to open up Code Connection for Minecraft, and when you open Code Connection, it simply just gives you an IP address that you can copy and then come back to Minecraft and paste. So to paste it, you paste it into the chat bar. Do that, you hit the letter T, open the chat bar, hit Control V or Command V, depending on what kind of computer you're using, and hit return. And it opens up this. So what you see here are different coding platforms, third-party coding platforms that connect with Minecraft. So we're going to use MakeCode for this. And once MakeCode opens, we're going to create a new project. So click on the new project, and what it'll do is essentially give you a blank canvas to work with, except for one chat command that always appears. We can get rid of that if we want to, but I'm going to bring it back because I need it. So I'm going to bring on here where it says on chat command jump, and we'll come back to that later. So let's say while I'm in world here, I want to build a shelter. And so there's the long way to build a shelter, to go collect the resources necessary to do so. I could go gather some dirt, go chop down a tree, anything like that, and I could use it to build a shelter. But if I wanted a cheater way or a shortcut way to do that, I can code that in MakeCode. So we'll go back to MakeCode, and I'm going to change this chat command here to shelter. So when it says on chat command, that just means I will type this word into the chat command, and it will do what I ask it to. So what I want it to do? Well, I want it to build structure according to my specifications. So to build a structure, you'll need the block option. So I'm going to click on blocks. And the one I need, and this is something, again, you can discover by trial and error. The one I'll need is this one that says fill with. And to make it work, I actually have to lock it in to the chat command. And once I do that, it'll be a working command. But right now it won't do much. It'll just build maybe one block on the place where I'm standing. So I want my blocks to not be grass blocks, but I'll make them dirt. And then I have to give the shelter some parameters. So all these zeros, the zero really refers to where the avatar is standing. And so if I wanted to build something from where I'm standing and 5 blocks to the right, I actually have to put in the number 4. This first column here more or less refers to left or right. The second column here refers to up and down, and the third column here refers to front and back. So we'll just say length, height, width. And I have to put a 4 there in because the 0 actually counts as a block. And so where I'm standing counts as 1, and these other 4 count as block, making 5 total. So if I did 0 to 4, 0 to 4, that would actually make me a 5 by 5 by 5 block structure. However, I've learned by trial and error that if I create a structure on top of myself, it will eventually kill me. So I do have to move this one space away from me, at least to make sure it doesn't kill me. And so I'll just move it over one spot to the right of me. And then also there's another thing I can do. If I do it this way, it'll fill the entire 5 by 5 by 5 shelter with dirt. But if I wanted it to be hollow, I can make that an option. So now this little simple command I've created will tell Minecraft to build me a 5 by 5 by 5 foot structure, one space away from me, when I type the word shelter into the chat bar. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So hit T again, type in shelter, and we'll see if and looky there, it worked. So I have a 5 by 5 by 5 foot structure, and I can go inside here just to make sure it is hollow, and indeed is hollow. And if I didn't like this, I could make another one that's bigger or of a different material. There's actually even much more complicated things that you can do. With this interface. So to assess the students, I could, one, have a formative assessment where I simply ask students to show me what they've learned in process and give them feedback, or have them give feedback to their peers. And as a summative way to assess this, I would have the learners submit their completed MakeCode project link to the learning management system. And I have a separate video that shows how to do that. As an additional assessment option, students could present their coding creations to the class. But by completing working coding blocks, students will meet the learning objectives as stated previously, and in the process, they will have developed basic coding and computational thinking skills. And so the MakeCode interface, along with Minecraft Education Edition, is an excellent tool for instructors wishing to both engage their students and teach a valuable skill that's very necessary for the future.